Hello. Y'all might as well get used to seeing my face more often. Because I kind of slowed down on social media, but I told you niggas I was coming back. I've been getting a lot of comments about my real name. Yes, my real name is September, spelled exactly like the month. Hello. I hated my name for years. It took like the last 6 years. Like within the last 6 years, I just started actually appreciating my name and liking my name. But damn near my whole life, I hated my name. I'm gonna tell y'all why. First, let me tell you what type of psychological shit that happened with my name being a month. I am a little girl, yay high, and I'm watching TV. A commercial comes on, and let's just say a new movie finna come out, and they say, yeah, I don't know, the show comes out September 14th. Little old me sitting in front of that TV. I don't hear shit else but September. Ma! Oh my God, they know my name. They know my name. They know my name. Imagine that 1,000 times every 3 months. Just consistently, every time. Just how do they know my name? Oh my God, they know my name. Then I'm a 90s baby. Here comes Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh my God! And I'm losing it. I done lost every little bit of. I'm going insane. Like, Ma, talk to me. Like, I'm famous. They know me. I can't make this shit up. I literally could call my mama right now and she would verbatim say everything I just said. But why would I lie? This is my real name. I can't make this shit up. I don't really recall when I learned my name is a month and everybody don't know me. I don't recall that. It's like nothing in my head that I could think of. Like, boom, that's when it hit me. Like, oh shit, my name a month. Yeah. Fast forward, now I'm getting older, right? I start going to school. So again, it's still not registering my name is a month. And I told y'all I come from the hood. So and we never stayed in a house for a year. Like if we stayed in the house for a year, like we literally used to like it used to be a thing where we'd be like super fucking happy. We'd tell my mama like we proud of her, all type of shit. Like that's how much we stayed moving around. We always moved around. And again, we never moved to a nice area. We never moved to a nice house. We was always in the hood. It didn't matter if it was my hood, somebody else's hood. We was always in the hood, and that was just what it was. And we always had to keep going to different schools. So I always had to get introduced. I was always the new girl on the block. I always had to get introduced. And we wasn't no in a house type of kids. We was outside. I had to learn 10 blocks ahead, 10 blocks behind from whatever block we stayed on because we was always outside. So I used to have to like know what street come next at the east street. Like, me and my brother, we used to mob, and if y'all don't know what that means, walk around. So walk 5 blocks up and be on somebody else's block with all the kids. Then after so long, we 15 other blocks away and we over there with them. You know what I'm saying? Like we was one of them type of kids. So I always got introduced. So now I'm getting introduced. We have a new student in our class. Her name is September. Kids is so irritating. September, October, November, December. September, where November at? September, and I was always little. So let's not even get on the jokes with the height, because I was always small. So now I'm going home and I'm telling my mama, I don't want to go. Why does got to be my name? Got older. I don't want this name. I don't want this name no more. Why does got to be my name? And I remember like asking my mama, please go to school under my middle names or one of them. And she'd be like, no. My first name is September and my middle names is Brianna Michelle, not Brianna. I hate when people say Brianna. My name is not even spelled in a way you could pronounce it Brianna. It's Brianna. It's literally spelled like that. That will piss me off. Do not call me no fucking Brianna. My name is Brianna. Anywho, I fucking hate it. It drives me crazy. I'm sorry. All the girls on my mama's side, middle names, got Michelle in it. Every girl down there. I'm just like, I got these regular ass middle names. Why I can't go to school under one of them? And I remember my mama like, no. And I'm like, why? Like, why? And she used to always, because this came up so many times throughout my life where I'm like practically begging my mama, please, please, I don't want to go to school with this name. Every time I went to another school or every time we moved to another hood, please, please, let me just go by this. Like, let me go by this. No. Mom used to always be like, your name is your name for a reason. Your name is not common. It's not supposed to be. You're different. They gonna remember you. And I remember like, I don't care if they remember me. I was dead ass son. I don't care if they remember me. I don't want them to remember me. I don't care. And she was just like, no, that everybody you meet gonna remember you. Your name is special. Your name is for you. No, you're gonna keep going by that name because that's your name. That's the name I gave you. By the time I got to middle school, on my way to high school, I remember like feeling like I'm gonna give me a nickname and ain't nobody gonna call me this shit. I was so serious. Like, ain't nobody gonna call me this. Even though like I was always rapping, like mind y'all, I was the first girl and the only girl in elementary that was rapping. Oh fuck. Alright, I gotta tell you, I can't half-ass it. My family nickname is Tim or Timber or Set, depending on who the fuck talking and how they feel. But it's Timber, Tim, Sep. My mama called me Septober sometimes when she being childish. But so because of that, we got Lil Kim. That's the rapper, you know? Like, I would be lying if I just made it like, oh no, I ain't listening. The fuck was that? I would be lying if I just made it seem like, oh no. And, you know, so because of that, and then we got Lil Wayne. And so I was going by Lil Tim and Lil Timber for a very long time. Shut the fuck up, bitch. No. By middle school, I ended up changing or transitioning from that name to celebrity. Maybe I'll do another video on how I became Rocky Bad, but let's just stick to the real name. By high school, I had got me a nickname, and people really just started calling me my nickname, and I was cool with that. Now I liked it, but however, I had became like an expert at what the fuck my name do to people. Cause remember all these years, it was like I had to work my way up to really figure out my fucking name. And my mama chose that name for a whole deeper reason. That wasn't supposed to be my name. My daddy and my mama got into it real bad at the hospital. That's a whole nother story if y'all want it. But my daddy had my mama fucked up in so many words. And she couldn't figure out what to name me. So my name was Baby Girl for a while until she went to go change it. So yeah, that's another story. I could count how many times I've ever heard my daddy call me by my real name. My daddy don't call me September. He went with it. He gave me his own name. My daddy calls me Laciana. That's a whole nother story. Me and these names. So by high school, I was an expert at this shit. You feel me? It was to the point where like I knew when I met somebody and they found out my real name was September, I see like this look on their face and I'd be like, just ask. Or like it'll get to a point where I tell people like, I don't want to tell you my first name or I don't want to tell you my real name because you're just gonna ask a bunch of questions. People always be like, no, I ain't gonna ask a bunch of questions like what's your real name? I don't want to call you Rocky. You know how niggas do too. I don't want to call you Rocky. What's your real name? No, you're gonna ask a bunch of questions. You're gonna ask no questions. What? September. And for some odd reason, everybody smiles real fucking hard when it's my birthday. Yeah. May 16th. Why my name's September and my birthday in May? Yeah. It's a list of things that people ask me. I'm gonna just keep it short for the video. I ended up in school with a girl named December. We was in class and our teacher was doing the attendance. Her last name starts with the B, so they had to call her name first. And I didn't know who she was. She didn't know who I was. We were just sitting at the same table, just so happened. And I hear December, and I'm not gonna say her last name. She said, "Here." Y'all, my head looked up so fucking quick, and I was like, "Your name December?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "When your birthday?" She was like, "January." I'm like, "So why your mama named you December and your birthday in January?" And right when she was about to answer, I said, "Please don't answer that question." I've never got to ask nobody that ever in life. I don't even care. I just always wanted to be. Yeah, me and her ended up being real close. Like we ended up being real cool. You feel me? If you see this video, I love you, December. Fast forward 3 years ago, I had a moment where I was sitting watching. I forgot what the fuck I was watching. It was something, and out of nowhere, it just popped up in my head like, my name is September, and everybody is not going to understand this or relate to this or can even like put themselves mentally in a place of what I'm about to say. So it's okay if you don't force it neither. I remember like it was like playing in my head over and over again, like, my name is September. And I was just like, I sat up and I'm like, fuck, my name is September. And I'm like, I've been Rocky for so long and I'm always Rocky. Like, it's just always about Rocky. Like, what the fuck? I literally broke the fuck down and I felt like I didn't exist no more. It's so weird. Oh God. I start feeling like who am I? Like, where did I go? It's so weird. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this. Fuck. But because of that moment, it got deep as hell. But because of that moment was the day that I made a post on my Instagram and I told everybody, if you want, you are more than welcome to call me September. And honestly, a lot of times it do feel good to like actually hear my real name again. Cause like I always just hear Rocky. Even though like a lot of people don't know September. Not for real. But you know, fuck it. My mama is definitely, she was smart. She was smart for planning my name the way she did and for all her reasons. I might do a video with her and she can tell y'all verbatim out of her mouth why she chose that name for me and, you know, all that shit. Because of me not understanding my name caused me to feel like everybody's supposed to know me. It sounds crazy, but one thing she was definitely right about is everybody I have ever met with my real name, they have never forgotten me. I'm talking from kids to adults to teenagers to old people. Like, and I met a lot of people in my life. I told y'all we always moved around. You know what I'm saying? Like, and regardless of what the fuck we had or we didn't have, like, we wasn't like no lame type of people though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always knew a bunch of fucking people. Mama used to be braiding niggas' hair and females' hair in the hood. Um, we always had a bunch of kids at the house, no matter what block we stayed on. You know what I'm saying? Like we was like one of those types of houses. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was welcome, as long as you wasn't weird, but you was welcome. You know, you bring your baby. They over there cooking. The fucking we running in and out the motherfucking house. Even though my mama said don't, we still doing it. And now I done got my friends from around the corner over here, and they doing it too. Like, yeah, whatever. But she was definitely right about that. Nobody has ever forgotten that know my real name. Psychologically, having that name did something. I'm still like getting to a point of understanding what that something is. But yeah, so far, 9 people named their kids after me within the last 3 to 4 years. Um, 3 of them have my first and one of my middle names. I want to say 1 or 2 of them got my first name and both of my middle names. And then the rest just got my first name. And everybody that has ever named their kid after me. Sorry, y'all. I told y'all I'm in the hood. Shit, the fuck. Anywho, everybody that ever named their kid after me, they definitely came and asked me, like, was it okay? Okay. They asked me, was it okay? And I always just tell them, like, yeah, like, it's dope. Like, but I just know the name is still not common in real life. Like, it's cute, when people want to name themselves September for their nickname and on social media, but like having that as your real name, it's a process. But so far, 9 little girls named after me. That's fire. So yeah, that's the story of my real name. Yes, September is my real name. Y'all got any more questions, or y'all want to know some more stuff? Cause y'all nosy. Just let me know, and I'll share it depending on what it is. But y'all have a good day.